This here is the new black edition of the DPVR E4, a DisplayPort PCVR headset that you can get now for $599. And this is a DisplayPort VR headset, as I told you, and it has inside-out tracking, so you don't need base stations. It comes with controllers. It is very light, and you know what? In this video, I'm going to tell you all about it. Also, what are the differences as compared to the DPVR E4 White Edition, because there are quite a few differences. So absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video, because all of this goodness is coming up. Today's video is brought to you by Hans VR Lens Inserts. Hans VR is an MRTV channel sponsor, and if you are a glasses wearer, I highly recommend their VR lens inserts. Hans VR offers high quality products at very competitive prices, all while delivering lenses in only a couple of days, no matter where you are. And you're raving about their great service, so go to hansvr.com, get your lenses, and use code MRTV for a 5% discount. Thanks to Hans VR for sponsoring the channel. Alright, with this out of the way, let's have a look at the DPVR E4 Black Edition. By the way, my name is Sebastian and this is MRTV, so if you love VR, absolutely subscribe to this channel. I really like the look of the black version. It does look more premium than the white one. The plastic also feels better, this kind of matte finish. That's good, very nice. Then a very important change, we now have these air vents here, this ventilation vents, and yeah, they will make this headset feel cooler and not overheat. Super important, probably the most important change as compared to the white DPVR E4. It is still super light, and it still is inside-out tracked, so therefore you have these 4 cameras which will track the headset and the controllers that I'm going to show you in a moment. And there is still this flip-up display. You can simply flip it up if you want to check out the real world, and that is a nice feature that still works well. Let's have a look here at the loudspeakers, and they're still here. So we have to check out if that sounds better now as before. There was a big problem of the white DPVR E4. Yeah, it is still super light, 280 grams, the part that has the displays, and together with the head strap it's around 480, very good. Here, this part also has changed a lot, the cable, right? So we had a breakout box here before, now this looks way more premium as well. And we have DisplayPort and USB-A. This still comes with a wall charger that you're going to plug in here. Let me show you that for a moment. So that's how it works. No surprises here whatsoever. In order to change the size of the headset strap, you would use this knob here, and that works well as well, so no problems here. This is also new. The facial interface is now some kind of cloth-like structure, much nicer than what we saw before here. Also now the gasket, you can take it off and it's held by magnets, and you know I like magnets. So this is also simply feeling more premium than before, and that's nice. So here are the lenses, and you got this kind of security ring around it, which is fantastic. So if you are wearing your glasses in the headset, you cannot scratch the lenses. What a small and smart thing to do, right? Check this out. Fantastic. Unfortunately though, there's still no IPD adjustment, which is not a good thing, especially in 2024. Alright, let's check out the controllers here. Unfortunately, they are white. Would have been better if they would also be black, right? But yeah, you don't see that in VR anyway, so that's cool. So we have the standard Oculus Touch button layout. So yeah, 2 buttons, thumbstick, grip and trigger. So that's nice, and everything is very well built, no problems here whatsoever. This takes 1 AA battery, so that is a good one. Let's check it out together. Okay, so as you've seen, lots of improvement. This looks way better than the white one. And now, as always, it's going to be face on. I'm putting this on for the first time and simply letting you know what are my feelings about comfort. I told you already, it feels very light. And yeah, here, with this kind of flip-up design, it's kind of easy to get into it, right? So let me do that now. And yeah, it is light. It is simply super light. And it feels better. I like it better than the original. So now we don't only have this silicone that we had before. Now this is an actual face gasket, right? And this is some cloth material, which I like. So the feeling is already better. Yeah, and this is good. There's absolutely no light leakage whatsoever. It's absolutely black. So yeah, I like what I'm seeing and feeling here right now. So I am in the lucky position to have 64 millimeters IPD, right? So I don't worry about not being able to adjust the IPD. But again, if you are not in that 64 range, just 62 or 66, then it might be a problem that you don't have actual IPD, but only software IPD. And I'm not too sure how well that works. I cannot test it, right? Since I have that 64 millimeter IPD, but yeah, that's that. Anyways, let me connect this now to my PC and let me simply check out how it feels to play games with it. Alright, so I'm here in the black DPVR E4 and we're going to test some things. First of all, you're listening now to the microphone of the DPVR E4. Do let me know in the comment section what you think of it. Alright, let's first check out the tracking. And that was like okay in the white DPVR E4 in the beginning, not so much, but then they've improved it. And here now it feels very good. So that is no problem at all, or it seems at least not to be a problem right now. So that feels really good now. They have improved that. That is nice. Let's check out the stability of the tracking itself. When I checked the DPVR E4, this here, it shook a bit sometimes. So now it is super stable. Let me move my head a bit around. Yeah, that looks good. That does look good. And you know what? Let's now check the sound, because the sound was so bad on the white DPVR E4 and they said they have improved the sound here as well. So let's check that out. Okay, I can directly tell you right now that the sound is still not good enough. It is better than in the beginning. It's better than with the white DPVR E4, but it still sounds tinny. There's no bass whatsoever, and this is just something that you could accept if you don't have headphones. So Quest 2 is better, Quest 3 is better, Pico 4 is better. They're all better than this, unfortunately. So it is a bit better, but not a lot. Yeah, you know what? I don't even need to go into the game now. Really no. So let's move on to check out the visuals now. And to do that, I'm here in Kayak Mirage, of course. Still the game to check out beautiful visuals. And you know what? I told you that already with the white DPVR E4. This has nice visuals. So what I love about this is the binocular overlap. It is around 100, you know? It's just like both eyes nearly see the same in terms of the FOV. So you have a great 3D vision. I truly love that. And you know what? Like, this is better than many other headsets. This is better in terms of binocular overlap than the Quest 3, for example. And for sure, the Aero or the Vario XR4. So this is a very nice immersive experience. Well, at least for people who have like IPD around 64 millimeters, right? Because this does not have IPD adjustment. So this is made for people with a standard IPD. So if you're an outlier, then probably that's not for you. Yeah, for sure, that's not for you. So, but other than that, I really like what I'm seeing. So without a doubt, this cannot compete against like the Crystal Light in terms of visuals. Also not with the big screen beyond, but at least not for the resolution, right? Because we have a resolution of around 2K per eye, a bit less than that. So these are the Quest 2. This is the Quest 2 display, right? The single Quest 2 display. And we know that it can be good, especially because it gets its video from the display port, right? So you don't have compression, you don't have latency. It's good. It is good. So I like what I'm seeing here in general. However, still, of course, now we do have the Crystal Light. And, well, the Crystal Light is without a doubt better, right? There's no question about it. So, still, this is not bad at all. So for people who want like a light headset, because the comfort is really good, and who want a great binocular overlap, and who want a DisplayPort headset, a pure DisplayPort headset, and if they have the right IPD, this might be something to consider. So let's talk about the lenses. We have Fresnel lenses, and we do have some God rays in scenes with higher contrast, but it's not terrible, right? So it's much better than, for example, the Valve Index. That is for sure. And the sweet spot is also better than that of the PlayStation VR 2, I must say. So that's nice. So yeah, overall, visually, this is not bad. This is not bad. In 2024, I have to say, it is not bad, because there are simply headsets with much higher resolution, right? And even the Quest 3, it has a better resolution, and it can look better visually. So let's come to the conclusion. The black version is definitely better than the white version. First of all, it doesn't get hot anymore. That's because of these air vents here. Good. Then you don't hear the fan anymore, or not as loud as before. That is also good. Then you don't have that strange breakout box that you had before. That is better as well. And the cable is also a bit longer. Also good. The tracking got much better than as compared to the very beginning when I tried the DPVR E4. That is good as well. The whole thing is very stable with tracking, and I also like the new face gasket, the new facial interface that is now magnetic, and also this is now cloth, not anymore this kind of silicone, which was okay, but this simply feels better. The whole device feels simply better as compared to the white one. Yeah, even the plastic feels better quality-wise than the white DPVR E4. So overall, this is a very nice and big improvement as compared to the white version. But in terms of colors and resolution, of course, it cannot compare to something like the Pimax Crystal. But this also is way cheaper, right? With $599 or 549 euros in Europe. So probably you don't want to spend 1,000 euros for the Pimax Crystal, right? Probably you don't have a 4090. But you really want to have a DisplayPort PCVR headset that is actually light and has a great binocular overlap, then I could say yes, definitely check this out. But this does not have a physical IPD adjustment, so you better have a standard IPD of around, let's say, 63 to 65 millimeters. Also, unfortunately, you still have those Fresnel lenses, right? Those concentric ring Fresnel lenses. And I can just say, yeah, like spheric lenses or pancake lenses are simply better. So instead of spending $600 on this one, you should probably just get a Quest 3. Like, really, right? So you got standalone mode. You can still play wirelessly with a gaming PC. Okay, you don't have DisplayPort, and that is better here. But you get better lenses. You got 2 displays. You got all the standalone games. You got a high resolution. So yeah, it is, honestly speaking, even though I like this headset because it's super light, it has this super huge binocular overlap, but still, I would say go for the Quest 3 instead. But it's good to see that DPVR actually did do all these improvements. So in my opinion, this still is the perfect headset for arcades. You know, like arcades that have these cool VR rides. And this is simply a headset that will work, that has a good resolution, that is not complicated for people to use, right? Because there is no IPD adjustment. So either it works or it doesn't really work. But for a 5-minute arcade ride, that's okay, I believe. And it is very comfortable. So yeah, it is a nice headset. And for sure, this is going to conquer the arcades. DPVR is really strong with arcades. And yeah, this is a great improvement over the DPVR E4 white version. Alright, that's it for my video about the black version of the DPVR E4. So definitely an improvement. However, it's very tough to recommend that to anyone with the Quest 3 and the PlayStation VR 2 out there. But on itself, it is a good headset. So if you're running an arcade, probably this is a great headset for you. Okay, and that's everything that I got for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up. Do let me know in the comment sections what are your thoughts about the black version of the DPVR E4. I'm looking forward to read it. And we can also chat on the MRTV Discord server. The link is down in the description of this video. I'm looking forward to see you there in the comment section also and in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.